Okay, guys, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now, go back to your corner.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
You ready?
All right, let's get this one started here. Round one is underway. And we've got a striker who is a force to be reckoned with. Tonight, though, he draws a guy who can do a little bit of everything.
And that guy is usually the one that will have the advantage. But we know what a high-level striker is, and this guy is as high level as we've ever seen in the UFC.
Again, he's looking for that left. It's not there. Punch is blocked. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
Oh, he landed that kick to the outside of the lead leg there, DC.
He is chopping up that leg. They say chop down the tree. You beat your opponent by slowing him down first with those nice outside leg kicks. Straight punch lands.
Shot to the body, turned back by Liz.
Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
Oh, and he caught the kick. Oh, and he connects there. Pretty nice punch there.
Great job finding the range to land those punches. Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
Well, he's been good tonight, but he missed with that one.
That right hand landed. Ooh, head kick lands and he's hurt.
Under 3 minutes remain in round one. Looking to land the right hand, he misses. How's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. It might not be over now, but it's got to be over very soon. Big punch lands over the top. How's he going to follow this one up? Oh, nice right hand.
Beautiful. Ah, he's been working hard defensively. Kick block there.
Big liver kick lands under the elbow. Nice punch there.
And he landed the right hand there. Oh, spinning back fist. Pretty good right hand.
Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick.
You wonder if the offensive fighter is going to start to get frustrated here. Most, if not all, these shots are getting blocked.
They're getting blocked because he's fighting one of the best defensive fighters in the UFC.
Let me see that hook now.
Just misses with that one. Timely defense there. Huge block for him. So we cross the 30-second mark in our opening round.
If they take shot, now, take shot.
Lee gets caught with that punch. He's treading water now. Got to find a way to move those feet. 15 seconds remain in the round. First round winding down here. Trying to kick the leg out. Horn sounds for the end of round one.
You won that last round. You was all over you. You did better than that. Come on now, let's shake it out. Let's get back in there. Let's get back to the game plan. Hands high, work behind.
All right, let's check out some of the action now from that previous round, and he really kept finding a home for those kicks.
Yeah, and why would you change it? If your opponent is not going to check, if he's going to stand there and he's not on his toes and he's stationary, you keep driving those kicks into his thighs, into his body, until he makes some sort of adjustment.
All right, DC, buckle up. Here we go with our next round. High number of kicks landed in the previous round, and he'll look to keep it going here.
He'll look to keep winning the fight with his kicks. He's throwing high kicks, leg kick, body kick. He's even throwing a couple spin kicks in there. This guy is so educated with fighting with his legs.
Oh, man. I think you jumped out of your seat a little bit after that kick.
Oh, I did, because I have times where I've been kicked like that, and I'm going to tell you one thing, it does not feel good. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back in range. Big leg kick lands.
Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. All right, so he's landed some good shots. You hate to be overly critical, but nothing really in terms of combinations tonight.
Well, the jab has been looking great. But how about jab, jab, right hand?
Right.
Because eventually you're going to have to put something on your opponent that's going to really make him pause. I believe the jab has been working so well, if he drops a big right hand after it, he may be able to finish his fight.
Nice punch by Lee. Oh, a huge block there.
Get those combinations going. Follow those hands.
There's no tell on that leg kick.
Superman punch.
Misses with that punch. Oh, that right hand is on point. Just over 3 minutes to go.
Let me see that hook now.
Back to the jab now, no good. Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket. Slips that left hand. Well, the left hook has been there at times, not that time. Trying to hammer that lead leg. Oh, he landed that knee to the midsection. Got to think his opponent's going to feel that one in the morning.
And he's going to continue to throw that strike because he knows that his opponent can't take many of them.
Throws the right hand there. All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be. And if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes up.
Good punch land.
On that punch right there, his opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot. Over and over, he's landed these big body kicks. Big head kick lands. know when that leg kick's coming.
Oh, you gotta like the output here. So aggressive with the strikes. He continues to light him up. Gotta be careful here not to gas out, of course, but you gotta like the offense we're seeing from him, especially in this round.
Nice kick.
Just misses with the jab. "20 seconds to go.
Watch knees to the body.
Final seconds here of round 2.
Beautiful leg kick throw.
And that's the end of round number 2. All right, a lot of tremendous striking action in that last round, DC. I know you don't have a telestrator, but take us through the replay.
I mean, I would love to have my telestrator right now. That was a great display of high-level mixed martial arts striking. Both combatants stood toe-to-toe and let it all hang out.
Recover, shake it off. That round doesn't matter. We're going to move forward this round and really put the pressure on this guy. Let's take him out of his element.
All right, here we go with our next round. His opponent is going to need some Motrin later tonight. How about all those strikes to the head he absorbed in the previous round?
He is not moving his head. He's trying to walk forward. He's a pressure fighter, sure, but he's trying to walk forward with no head movement, and he is paying the price for it by getting hit over and over in the face. Beautiful head kick.
Oh, left hook to the head, it's blocked. Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes. And a good sign, too, doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever.
Punches and bunches, let's go. Where's that jab?
Beautiful punch.
Oh, significant strike attempt there, but a huge block. Big roundhouse now, just misses. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Just over 3 minutes to go.
Nice punch lands over the top.
Nice 1-2 there. Trying to establish that jab once again. Slipped that offering from his opponent. In the past, we've seen him sort of lean on the toughness. Tonight, he's leaning on the defense.
And you see the evolution of the fighter in front of us. He doesn't have to be tough anymore. The more he can slip strikes, the longer he can prolong his career.
Well, you got to admire the urgency here. He is trying to keep the judges out of it, lighten up his opponent left and right.
Look at the angle of that nice body kick.
Lee's uppercut, but that one is blocked.
Nice. He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks. Can't take many of those, you better check.
Huge strike lands there. Solid. fighter's pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Bottom fighter trying to control posture, unable to do so.
And now he's chasing the triangle.
And this could be trouble here. Looks like it's pretty tight. He's trying to work his head out of harm's way.
It might be over. Watch triangle, watch triangle. Needs to push the arm to the side. Get his head against the mat. Now watch, as he goes to the finish, watch his chest go to the mat. He goes flat, all weight to his opponent.
Wow. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
Rips the body there. Seconds. That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds. All right, let's check out some of the action from that previous round, DC, and what a display on the feet. Huge knockdown with that kick.
Yeah, he's a high-level striker. He throws these kicks to the body, he throws them low, but when he goes up top, he's very powerful, and he can end anybody's night. The toughness displayed by his opponent allowed him to stay in the fight, but he cannot take many more of those types of strikes.
Nice work. Nobody's hit that guy like you did before. Keep doing it. Stay on him. He's scared of you now.
Are you ready? You ready? Fight!
Well, not much of a setup there. Misses with the left hook. Big left hook coming. It's blocked. Nice job moving off the center line. He slips to avoid that right hand. Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take. Wow, that right punch has been the money weapon for him tonight, and he landed it again there.
If his opponent does not change something, he will continue to throw the strike until he makes it stop throwing. Oh, he hurt it bad with a jab.
Just missed with the left there. Well done to block that powerful kick to the body.
Take the shot. There, the right.
Oh, continuing to work the body to great effect. That kick blocked by Lee.
I mean, he's cutting down the size with these beautiful leg kicks.
Oh, lands a stiff punch there. Nice connection.
Oh, nice land.
Oh, and there's a kick now to the body. That one blocked by Lee. Nice defense there, huge block.
Nice punch lands. Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down. He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows.
Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night if that landed.
Head kick.
Straight right, he misses. Oh, and he lands a punch there. Good connection by him on that.
Great connect, so fast, so accurate. And watch the ability to land from anywhere.
Oh, that's a beautiful left-hand counter. Trying to inflict some damage here, but misses with the kick.
Head kick lands.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Well, fortunate that one didn't land to the head. Oh, thunderous leg kick rounds his opponent in. Tried to stay upright, but man, that changed the complexion of this fight.
John, he's hurt. He's hurt really badly by that one big leg kick.
20 seconds left.
Big punch lands. Ooh. You gotta check these low leg kicks.
Oh, looked like that left hand found the target.
Found the target, as it has on so many occasions tonight.
All right, well, his kicking game was outstanding in that round. We'll see if his opponent can make the adjustments, but take us through the replays before we get there.
It's always weird to watch a young fighter start to come into his own. Early in his career, he did not have this ability. He did not have the ability to dictate and control fights with his legs. Now he does, and he looks like a future champion in the making.
Here we go, fifth and final round. Lee gets hit with a kick here. Let's see how he responds. How about that shin?
It's such a fast leg kick.
Lee gets caught with that punch. Pretty good execution for him there on the side kick, DC.
Just really feeling himself.
Whoa!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. Oh, nice high kick.
Hook shot attempt to the head here. Instead, it's blocked by Lee.
Beautiful strike.
And both guys really throwing with authority. Oh, nice slip there to avoid the punch by Lee. Try to establish that jab. Able to check that kick as well.
Put your hands up higher. Come on. Where's that jab?
Real sneaky head kick gets in there. Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Under 3 minutes now to go in this one. All right, it's late in the fight now. I don't need to be a judge to tell you that he is clearly losing. What is a fighter's mentality when you know you need a finish or you're getting an L?
This is when you got to go to the Nate Diaz mentality. Kill or be killed. You got to put everything at your opponent, because if this thing goes to the judges, you are not gonna win this fight.
Relax. Keep your hands up for me now.
Just missed with that right hand. I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he doesn't know where he is. He's hurt real bad. That punch landed in the perfect spot. He's done. He's done.
Landed a big kick there. Oh! Oh, nice slip to avoid that right hand. Under 2 minutes now to go in the fight. Effective punch there by Lee. Pretty significant welt to the left side. Oh, and the Superman punch is good.
Right hand, John.
Man, striking class is in session. Beautiful punch there.
Great job landing. What a damaging punch.
Right hand on point. Oh, Superman punch is good. You can tell he's been working on that. Under 1 minute remains in round 5.
Nice.
Whoa!
What is...
Oh! Huge right hand!
Oh, look at him jumping in.
And that's gonna do it.
Oh, my goodness. What a performance.
Again, the winner here was so aggressive with his onslaught. He wanted to make sure he kept the judges out of the equation. Mission accomplished on that front as he gets the TKO victory here tonight. All right, DC, no telestrator tonight, but we're going to get you some highlights from this one. This was a fight that had it all, and for my money, his best performance to date.
His best performance to date in the biggest moment. In the biggest moments, you got to show up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. He used every bit of his skill to get the job done.
All right, we now go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 20 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout, Bruce the Dragon